doing? Thanks for coming tonight. Thought we had a lot of energy in the gym, the arena. I guess getting some people in after being shut out with crowds and stuff was nice. I thought our guys played with great energy. I know the interesting thing was the warm-ups and coaches coming in. Boy, they got plenty of energy and excitement, and almost too much is I think what a couple said. So we can work with that, though. So we can work with that, and that was good to see. I thought we had some tremendous energy, enthusiasm, rebounding. Obviously showed. I think it was 14 in the first half and ended up 23, and that's certainly a huge number. So it shows how hard we played. Took 3 charges in the first half. Things we've been emphasizing, but offensively we just kind of went backwards and just got sped up. And I think the emotions just took over. I think just playing in front of some people. We played the 2 scrimmages, so nobody in the stands, and just didn't handle as well as I thought we would or hoped we would. So that's our starting point. We had a 16-point win. We had 18 turnovers, and so we know we have to work on. And I'm excited about right now going and watching the film and getting ready for these next 3 days that we get to prepare. We'll go hard on Saturday and Sunday, and really mentally tomorrow when we get with some guys. So again, a great opportunity for us going forward here. So it's a good starting point. We know we got work to do, and this I kind of knew that beforehand, but this certainly solidified that.
Jamie, Mike scored half his points from the free throw line. Is that something he's cautiously or consciously worked on?
No, I think it was their way they were playing had a lot to do with it, and really, our decision making had a lot to do with it too across the board. So I thought in the second half, I thought he really did, when we got it up to 22 or 24, whatever it is, he made some really good passes, and that got us open and got us going. But it didn't spread, amongst the whole team. But I think he had the 5 assists. We only had 14, I think. So that was, that's not how we've been playing. And like I said, you got to play like you practice, and we didn't do that tonight.
Coach, just on the note of free throws, after y'all struggled a lot with that last year, did it feel good to just be able to deliver from the line tonight?
It's interesting. We've been working on it a lot, and we've seen improvement, and it's good to see. Do that. We've got some big guys that I think will get fouled. Some, Eddie being one of them, and we've got to just keep working on that. Mike's a good free throw shooter. Damien's a pretty good free throw shooter. Emmanuel's good. So the guys, it's oftentimes it's the guys that get fouled. They have to be good free throw shooters. You got a bunch of good free throw shooters, but they don't go to the line. It doesn't help your team percentage. So Emmanuel's a good free throw shooter. I think Mike is pretty good. So we'll see going forward here, but it's a part of the game that is always talked about after a loss. If you miss one down the stretch or something, but there's a lot of things that we can do better, and that's one of them. But we have shot it well in the 2 scrimmages, scrimmages we had, so that was a good sign as well.
Coach, speaking of Eddie, what do you think about his off-season transformation?
Well, it's an unbelievable story. It really is, and he was heavy obviously last year. I don't know what you guys saw him or how many you got to see, but it's been a process. He literally put on 15 pounds in quarantine when he first got here. He was in 28 days of quarantine when he first arrived on campus. We said it was a record. We set a lot of those records last year, but it was hard. How do you tell a guy to work on it when you can't work on it? So, but he made a conscious effort, and obviously we had a strength conditioning program that was huge for it. But he has great energy. I thought he played well. Like I said, between him and Xavier and Sully, we got pretty good production out of that spot, and we think it's a strength of ours. The numbers and Eddie's played really good.
With so many new faces in this year, it looked like you were experimenting with rotations. What was that like for you tonight, and what did you see from the guys?
It's always funny to talk about rotation, then Damien goes down, so you work on your rotation a lot, and it's out the window.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens. Everybody thinks, you get in foul trouble, things going to change. Mike goes out. Your 2 starting guards are out. There goes the rotation. It's a whole new fly. But you know, like we've I always forget because I do the radio, and I can't remember if I said this earlier or later, but the group that we the last couple of days we went with the starters against the second group, I guess you could call it, our guys, and it's been very even, and it's been even throughout June to now, and so you know, Damian seems to be on the team that's won the most. That's the thing. That's the thing that stood out to us. He's been consistently that guy, but that hadn't happened the last couple of days, and you know, it's you know, we see there isn't much separation with these guys, but you know, when the lights came on, you saw some different things, and that's what we have to see and work with and grow with. So you know, this is our starting point, you know, and in no way did I think we'd be, you know, great tonight, but I thought we'd be better, but we weren't, and so we'll get to work on it.
Speaking of Damian, do you have an update on him?
I think his ankle. I saw him there, and he said ankle. So I'm sure they did an X-ray, and we'll figure out from there. So you know, I don't think he's missed a practice all year, and hurt your first game.
Just in general, though, on Damian, how important is it going to be to have a guy like that who's been in a really serious basketball program and plays such good on-ball defense for y'all?
Well, I mean, like all of our guys, they've been you know, they've guys that the guys that got returned and played in the Big 12, so that's a good start. You know, every guy's growing and trying to get better. You know, I think that's where we're at, and I think he's done some really good things. He's unselfish. He's plays a lot of energy. He's been a great defender for us on the weak side, the help side, away from the ball. I think he's. I think we started him, so he's actually earned the playing time. You know, he's a guy that, you know, moves the ball. I didn't feel we moved it as well today, and maybe him not playing as much was part of that. But you know, that's just something we're gonna have to get to work on and figure out.
Anything else for Coach?
That's it.
Yeah.
Does that mean
Good.
stop? Is that enough?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
your sign?
I thought you had one there.